Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Matherin in at the 3 spot.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Johnson. The kick out to Young. Pass to Okongwu. Johnson on the wing. 4 on the clock. Okongwu, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Here's Halliburton. And a missed layup. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Are you talking 6'11" and big-time length? Send him back, Mr. Turner.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's Okongwu for 3. The Pacers pull it in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Young can't hit. Young's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Okongwu with it. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Matherin passes to Siakam. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Halliburton against Young. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a tie ball game. Halliburton against Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got 5 now.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Hawks foul. Daniels. His first. Team's third.
Halliburton right side.
You got to appreciate the activity from Young on defense. His coaching staff loves to see this.
No one near him. And the jumper is good. 7 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Out of bounds. Indiana ball.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
Pass to Young. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Halliburton against Young. And the dunk by Halliburton.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Halliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Now here's Young. He's got 9. Oh, and Turner with a block. And he recovers it. Pass to Daniels. And here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Tyrese Halliburton.
Really good passing wing. Ricochet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Off with the layup. Here's Johnson. He gets it in there. Johnson's got his second basket of the game. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first. Halliburton for 3. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. We've got Thomas Bryant topping out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in at the 2. Pass to LeVert. Shot from the wing. That one goes in.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Top-end shot is off. Atlanta leading by 8. Doris, one thing you can say about Karis LeVert, he knows how to seize an opportunity.
And the thing about it, BA, is it doesn't matter if that opportunity comes when he's being a starter or when he's coming off the bench. His mindset is, my skill set is score, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Wallace with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Niang misses the 3. Pacers trail by 4. McConnell from outside. The rebound by Mann. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's LeVert. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
McConnell from outside. Capella with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his first 2 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Mark.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's McConnell. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And here's LeVert for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. LeVert's got 7 points for the quarter.
Fast release from Karis LeVert. The timing on the pull-up jumper, pretty.
McConnell passes to Toppin. McConnell with it, and it's Niang picking him up. Deflected! Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Team seconds.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
And here's LeVert for 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Shepard. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Mann to the paint. Here's LeVert. Drilled from 11 feet out. LeVert's got 9 points.
Well, Karis LeVert can fill it up from anywhere, but this guy's a terrific mid-range scorer.
Here's McConnell. He takes it in. The rebound by Atlanta. Capella's got 4 rebounds in the game. LeVert goes in. Shoots over Shepard. Here's Niang. Excellent D there from Toppin. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. Here's Nesmith. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Wallace outside from the wing. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. Pacers trail by 8. Bryant, the pass to Nesmith. Here's Shepard. Yet to see a basket. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
So wide open there, he said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Here's LeVert. Wallace outside. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Wallace has got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Shepard, that's good.
Shepard.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Wallace outside. Pass to Niang. Back to Wallace. And here's LeVert for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Karis LeVert.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd half for Quinn Snyder.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
And out on the wing, Zach Ricochet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number 1, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Here's Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The control of Young, unleashing a devastating dribble move and finding the shot.
Halliburton goes. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Mathurin with a steal. Siakam outside. Here's Halliburton. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Young way outside. They get the rebound. Here's Okongwu. They shoot again. Count it.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 12. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
The two things you love here, how confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
Free throw good. Halliburton. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Here's Young. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
A jumper that is pretty and effective. Young's game starts with his shot.
Rejected by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Young. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Rizachet, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Pacers trail by 12. Nembhard outside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. The Pacers again can't hit. Daniels passes to Johnson. Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition, here come the Pacers. And Siakam with the slam.
Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
Halliburton against Young. Shoots over Halliburton. Here's Okongwu. No good off the back of the rim.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Halliburton with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Leaner from distance. Rizachet, no good.
I don't know if he's trying to show off with the crowd or what, but there's no reason for that kind of shot.
Here's Siakam. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Hawks lead by 10. Pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Rizachet. There's the screen by Johnson. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 10. Now here's Neesmith. Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. The Hawks have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson finds Young. Okongwu. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. Okongwu's gotten his second bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Just 3 on the clock. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Thomas Bryant out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's TJ McConnell, then it's Shepard, and it's Neesmith in at the 3 slot.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, DA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Oh, and Johnson with a block. The 3 from Rizashea. He can't hit that time. Pacers trail by 12. Bryant outside. And here's the fast break. Johnson with the defensive effort. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Rizashea. The kick out to Johnson. That shot wide open.
Nice pass by Rizashea. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
McConnell outside. Cranes the triple.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Young against McConnell. Inside. It's Trae Young.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Okongwu. Unloads. And Bryant pulls it down. Pacers trail by 13. Outside Neesmith. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Shot from 12. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Such raw shooting ability for Rizashea in his first year.
And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Daniels. Launches a 3. Indiana with a rebound. Bryant outside. Indiana again missing. The Hawks lead by 15. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Here's Rizashea. Fires for 3. And they get it back. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Shepard.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Pacers trail by 15. McConnell outside. 3-pointer. The Pacers again can't hit. 1:50 left in the game. Fires the 3. Daniels misses. Indiana's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Neesmith's shot is off.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Daniels. No good on the 3. McConnell from outside. From the arc. He's off on that one. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young with it. Shot clock at 5. Over Toppin. The 3 from Rizashay gets the bucket. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A clean win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
3 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Hero. Here's Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Connects from 3-point range. Adebayo's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Heat.
Too much to worry about with Bam when he's in the post and on the elbow making plays. And now he's making threes. Wow.
A nice shot by Young.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And now here comes Young leading the break. It's up a 3. No good on that one. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Outside Hero. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Mitchell sets the screen for Hero. Mitchell kicks to Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Ware. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Hawks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Akis with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks with a quick start to this one. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Hero. Daniels, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Ware. Outside, Hero. Pass to Mitchell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, nice vision on that pass from Hero, and he put the ball right in the shooting pocket.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here is Daniels. The 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Daniels has got a couple of threes now in the first for Atlanta.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here is Daniels following the 3 by Miami. Young drives in. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Shots good by Hero.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Jaquez outside. And a deep three from Hero. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Hero's got 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Robinson is out there with Rozier. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Anderson in the power forward. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. Yeah, they have not overcome that.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's his game right there. Robinson, one of the more deadly shooters in the NBA.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Wallace. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Rozier kicks to Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The rebound by Anderson.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, Miami with the triple.
Getting Wiggins something in the catch and shoot. It's just good offense and keeps him in a good rhythm.
LeVert from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Deep 2 from Anderson. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. A 3-pointer, no good. The Heat with the lead. Love wide open. He fires. And the Heat, another 3. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Pass to Anderson. Eyes again. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's Love. He's covered by Niang. Fires the 3. LeVert grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Capella with the bucket.
But with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
Deep 2 from Robinson. Misses off the right iron. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And it's LeVert missing. Wiggins with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Nailed from 3-point land. Anderson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
And Wiggins is a capable passer. Someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 15-4 run. Robinson misses. Robinson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Niang passes to Mann. Screen by Niang. LeVert, the 19-footer, is on the money. LeVert's got his first points in this one.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Rozier for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeVert from outside. Good on the triple. LeVert's got 5 points now this quarter.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Robinson for 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Pass to LeVert. Fires for 3. That one doesn't go. Tie game in Atlanta. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the side. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The front court is Rizushea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 3. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat is one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there's some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Hawkes right side. Back to Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen on Young. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. A 3. And it's Rizushea with the rebound. Johnson surveying the floor. Daniels from outside hits the three-point bomb. Daniels has got 11 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Adebayo. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Daniels. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 6. And a wide open look for Hero. Trains the 3-pointer. He's got 11.
You could tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's Mitchell missing. Atlanta leading by 5. 3-pointer, Daniels. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Young finds Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
Assistance by
Mitchell looking it over. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Okongwu. Basket counts. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Adebayo drives in. Mitchell wide open. Again, the miss by the Heat. And has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And one of those guys, Brad, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Love the pass to Wiggins. And they get it. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Daniel from outside makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Yeah, Kevin Love, you got to be aware of him here. When you make one on him, he's going to want to come down and get you back.
Here's Young. Okongwu trying to break free. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Young. Yep, that one goes. Young's got 15 points.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And here's Anderson for 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Young pass to Daniels. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Heat, you've got Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love out there with Anderson. Then there's Terry Rozier and Wiggins in at the 3 slot.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Man with it. By Rozier. LeVert with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Misses the wing 3. The Heat trail by 19. Shot to stop the run. Robinson misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
He's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Love from the arc.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
On the wing, man. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Love's got the ball here for Miami. Anderson outside. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The open shot, LeVert. And Rozier pulls it down.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Robinson for 3. A 3-pointer, Wiggins. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The Heat trail by 19. Robinson for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. DeBella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's LeVert out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A different look for Miami. And Miami shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. A three-pointer is right on target.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Young from deep three-point range. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Jaquez outside. Back to Hero. From deep three-point land, Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Heat trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
To end the cold streak, and there's Daniel. That's good on the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 19. Here's Ware. Off target with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Daniels from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Corner shot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young for 3. The shot will not fall. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big... Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Davion Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the 5, down low. And for Indiana, Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Yes, it's good.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Hero for 3. Mathurin with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. To the middle. Siakam, pass to Mathurin. Halliburton on the wing. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Halliburton. First quarter, just over a minute played. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. No good from outside. The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Siakam with it, guarded now by Jaquez. He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Miami shooting their first foul shot of the game. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
Jaquez finds Mitchell. Hero outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Mitchell. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Nembhard outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Adebayo. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Here's Mathurin. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Mitchell. Hero for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Here's Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. Jaquez covers. Mathurin passes to Siakam. That three's off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Ware. Back to Adebayo. Outside Jaquez. And again, Miami with a triple.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
Here's Halliburton. Drives to the hoop. Blocked! And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Hero. Outside for Mitchell. Now here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Nembhard. Clock at 4. Adebayo passes to Hero. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Halliburton. He's got 6. And a nice finish on the layup. Halliburton's got 8.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Ware. It's Jaquez on the wing. Here's Ware. Turner covers. The 3 from Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Mitchell. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter on. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach from Miami.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Terry Rozier. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. So it's Miami now. Left side, Robinson. Pass to Highsmith. Jacks up a 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana shooting just 42% so far in the game. Bryant, no good. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Miami, no good that time either. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Stolen by Rozier. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You just have to push it when you can. Guys like Rozier understand anytime you can run, you do.
McConnell against Rozier. McConnell, good. McConnell's gotten 4 this quarter.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Robinson. And Stan, they always say, for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Rozier, pass to Robinson. For 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Down low. Outside Robinson. There's a screen by Wiggins. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Here's McConnell. Yep, that one goes. McConnell's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket. When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
And the basket by Highsmith.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Neesmith. Outside for McConnell. Driving inside. Oh, nice D from Rozier. The Heat have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Highsmith passes to Rozier. Left side Love. From outside the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Shepherd. Can't cash it in from close range. The Heat with the lead. Wiggins passes to Rozier. Counted from distance. 5 points in the game.
The shot-first mentality of Rozier on full display. Knows he can make this shot when it opens up.
Toppin outside to end the run. And Rozier pulls it down.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Wiggins from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
And the shot goes in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
McConnell against Rozier. Back to Wiggins. The 3 ball. Not going to go that time. But if it goes, that shot is off. That'll do it for the first half. Heat out in front, up 6. All right, Allie's ready to go. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Hero outside. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Ooh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
4 on the clock. The try by Nembhard, and it's in there.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Pass to Jaquez. Shoots over Mathurin. Jaquez, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits. Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. And he's good on the second. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Siakam against Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Clock at 6. Here's Nembhard. And Indiana misses again.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Pass to Mitchell. And here's Jaquez. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Now Adebayo. Here's Jaquez. He's covered by Siakam. Mitchell, the screen on Halliburton. And again, no good by Miami.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Outside Matherin for the lead. And Halliburton, the bucket on the assist by Matherin. Halliburton's got 14.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Where cashes in the first attempt of the game. And the Heat lead by 1. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Matherin. Back to Nembhard. It's stolen by Jaquez. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Second team foul.
A new lineup here for Indiana. The Heat have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Rozier, the pass to Robinson. Outside Love. Here's Robinson. Back to Love. From downtown. The rebound by Shepard. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bryant, the pass to Toppin. That one's good from the corner. He's got 5.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Wiggins down low. Neesmith covering. Pass to Rozier. Wiggins outside. Knocks it down from distance. Wiggins got 9.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And here's Bryant outside. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Heat. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for Miami. Kyle Anderson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Rozier in at the 1. Pacers trail by 3. Neesmith with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That one belongs to Wiggins.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nembhard, he's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. Shoots from 14. Hits the front of the rim and out.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Puts up a 3. That's good from Jaquez on the assist by Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 4.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game. And the Pacers making a change here. Matherin's checked in.
Number 0.
Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. This one for 3. Sinks the tray.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo from behind the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Heat leading by 4. Here's Jaquez. The 3-pointer off the mark. Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Hero against Matherin. Tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Pacers ball.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass on the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Now here's Hero. He's guarded by Nembhard. Hero, screen on Halliburton. Kicks it to Hero. Back to Mitchell. Adebayo in the post. Working on Siakam. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. It's stolen by Halliburton. To tie it up. Halliburton all the way.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton. Always ready to take the big one.
Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hero on the wing. Defended by Halliburton. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Turner to take the lead. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 8 rebounds in the game. Miami has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Adebayo finds Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Jaquez. For 3. The rebound by Nembhard. Indiana's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. And that one's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard. Jaquez with a screen on Halliburton. Right side Jaquez. 4 on the clock. From deep, Mitchell. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. to take the lead. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
It's on Tyler Hero.
Team foul.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Jaquez. Oh my! What a shot!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
So a close game sees Miami taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
We've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops. I think they win.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels out there with Young. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Rizachet. And Gay is in at the four-man position. Here is Daniels. Nemhard covering. Daniels passes to Young. Fast break. Here we go. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunity.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Halliburton. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Halliburton, that's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Here's Okongwu. Off target with the jump hook.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
With their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Daniels with it from downtown. That shot is off. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Offline with his three. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A nice shot by Young.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
2 minutes.
Daniels from outside. The rebound by Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Here's Turner. It's blocked. Now Okongwu. Back to Young. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Nemhard. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Three-pointer, Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit. Indiana leading. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Nemhard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Daniels. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Young against Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Three-pointer, Daniels. Fires from deep. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Nemhard. He has yet to score. Up again. Siakam. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Gay beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Toppin. It's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Shepard in at the two spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. The Hawks leading. Barlow passes to Niang. The Hawks working the ball around. LeVert from outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks break, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. 2 on the clock. Mathurin for 3. Hangs on the trifecta. Mathurin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Three-pointer. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Niang, no good. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. And Bryant kicks to McConnell. There's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Carlos' shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Offensive rebound. Bryant. The shot from the low post is good. Bryant's got 4 this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. LeVert inside the line. Toppin pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
LeVert with a wide open look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Atlanta?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Here's Barlow. Got a hand on it. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Back to Bryant. Pass to McConnell. Now Toppin. Back to McConnell. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And it's LeVert missing. The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Launches it. Toppin can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Man gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Shepard. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. Shepard's got his first 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's LeVert with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. That's a 2 from Etherin. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. Then there's Rizashea. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the power forward. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you. And this kid, Rizashea, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Siakam for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Siakam's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Daniels inside the line. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Halliburton in the corner. Pass to Nembhard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Daniels from outside. Sinks the triple. Daniels has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hawks. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Daniels. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shoots the 3. The kick out to Young. Now Daniels. For 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Daniels has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, he got off to a slow start, but it appears to me that he's found his touch from beyond the arc now.
Here's Halliburton, and the shot is good. Halliburton's got 8 points.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
Daniels from outside, and no good. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Young against Halliburton, and the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
It's Okongwu, high post. He's against Turner. Pass to Gay. Okongwu with a screen on Siakam. And Okongwu slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
That one goes in.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
And Young kicks to Daniels. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Daniels has got 17.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
And stolen by Siakam. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And again, it's Indiana converting. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Young pass to Okongwu. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Gay. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And there's the drive. Rebound by the Hawks. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Launches a 3, hands it from downtown. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That concludes the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Thomas Bryant is out there with Toppin. Then there's Shepard, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Outside Bryant. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Barlow. His 3-pointers off the mark. Barlow's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by Mann. And he comes up with the deuce.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Here's Mann. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And McConnell gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Count that bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. And one opportunity.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Atlanta foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Halliburton. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Daniels from outside. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nembhard the pass to Turner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Daniels from outside. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pass to Halliburton. To tie it up. That's tipped. Here is Daniels. The tray. LeVert kicks to Daniels. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Connects from 3-point range.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Here's LeVert. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 8 points for Caris LeVert.
Man, I like the competitive spirit of LeVert. Never backs down from taking these enormous shots. That shows you how confident he is.
Halliburton. The layup missed. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Young to the inside. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's Halliburton. Turner finds Neesmith. The shot by Turner no good. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. He's checked in for Young. Atlanta leading by 3. 59 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Nembhard with it. Halliburton for 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And stolen by Siakam. Halliburton in the corner. Baseline jumper. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
strategic and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Shea with the steal. In the corner, Daniels. There's the drive. It's in! And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I think they need to find a quick three. No hesitation. It's tough to do, but not impossible.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for
Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now Atlanta starting 5. We've got Dyson Daniels. He's out there with Trae Young. Riza out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Gay in at the 4-man position. Here's Daniels. Offensive rebound. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now here's Hero. Up top, Robinson. Hero with it. Back to Robinson. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's his specialty right there. His confidence firing off the catch is remarkable.
Well, Brent, the reputation of Duncan Robinson is as a shooter, but he's added to his game.
A little bit, B.A. It's still going to be shooter first, but Duncan doing a much better job of reading some of the double team in action, coming at him to run him off the line. So that assist number, that's been growing.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Young. Fires the 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Hero on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Gay. Back to Young. On the wing, Daniels. The 3. Rebound, Miami.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Wiggins from long range. He drops it from range.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
Hawks foul. Onyeka Okongwu.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wiggins from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of role.
Here's Young. Here's Riza. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Young. There's the 3. The rebound by Ware.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Adebayo, no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A. tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Hero, no good. Hawks trail by 9. To stop the run. Gay's shot is good. 1:29 left in the opening quarter. Adebayo from long range. The rebound by Atlanta. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Daniels, that one's true.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Ware. Still no points. Adebayo from long range. It's rebounded by Riza. Riza's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Daniels. Off target from outside. Heat leading by 4. From downtown. And Andrew Wiggins gets a 3. Wiggins has got 9 points.
And this is why Wiggins' coaches encourage him to shoot it because they know how effective he can be.
Okongwu, and the tip-in on the offensive boards.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Hero for three. Gay with a rebound. Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Rizache. Here's Gay. To the left wing. There's Young with the 3. On the wing, Daniels. Fades away. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game. Adebayo from long range. The shot won't fall. It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for the Heat. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. George Niang out there with Terrence Mann. And then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Barlow in at the center position.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Now here's Mitchell. Fires the 3. Barlow grabs a miss. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Give credit to LeVert. The correct choice in the pick and roll. Sometimes it's best to just give up the run.
Outside Burks. Buries it from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And Wallace, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wallace has got his first basket. Heat trail by 5. Left side Anderson. Oh, swiped away. Wallace's shot is good.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Anderson. The rebound by Atlanta.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
3 on the clock. Here's LeVert. Here's Barlow. Pass to LeVert. Nice D from Anderson. Miami's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez from deep. The rebound by Mann. On offense, here are the Hawks. They're on a 12-3 run. No one covering. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Outside Jaquez. Anderson for 3. Nails it from 3. Anderson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Now here's Mitchell. No points so far. Jaquez, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Jaquez. Outside Mitchell. Launches a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Barlow's got 4 rebounds now. Wing shot on the way. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Wallace has got 6.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one. Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking the page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Heat trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. Atlanta with a rebound. Barlow's got 5 rebounds in the game. Man with it, and that's Love picking him up defensively. And it's off from three-point range. For Miami, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Here's Jaquez. He squares up and sinks it. Jaquez has got 4 points in the quarter. The Hawks lead by 8. Now here's LeVert. Can't connect from short range. Outside Mitchell. Outside Love. Outside Burks. Fades. Wallace pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Kept alive. Here's Man. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Love. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. They've got Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Now here's Hero. He's scoreless. Wiggins outside. They set the pick. Fires it. Back to Adebayo. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Picked up by Okongwu. Pass to Rizache. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Heat trail by 6. Here's Ware. Off target with the 3. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Fires from deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Daniels, hounded by Wiggins. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Heat have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Pass to Ware, out to the right wing. Adebayo from long range. Knocks down the long J. Adebayo's got 8.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
For Miami, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Robinson finds Wiggins. And again, Miami with a triple.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Pass to Rizache. Here's Daniels. And the 3 off target. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Adebayo from long range. Gay with a rebound. He's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's Young with the 3. Rebound Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hero against Young. Here's Ware. No points yet. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Young. Fearless Trae Young.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hero's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's the drive. And Ricochet, the bucket on the assist by Young. And the Hawks lead by 1. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Hero, no good. Atlanta is shooting just 36% in the third. Pass to Gay. Stolen by Hero. And here's Adebayo. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Adebayo's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Wiggins for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Drains the triple. Adebayo's got 11 points here in the second half.
Bam connecting from the outside. That makes him scary when he's knocking down Jays.
Here's Daniels. On the wing, Daniels. Fades back. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. 4th quarter on the floor for the Hawks. We've got Trae Young. He's out there with Dyson Daniels. Okongwu out there with Ricochet. And it's Gay in at the power forward position. Here's Daniels. The rebound by Ware. Trailing by 5. Wiggins looking around. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside Robinson. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
Hawks trail by 8. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Here's Daniels. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Robinson on the wing. Launches it. The rebound by Atlanta. He's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jacks up with 3. Daniels, that one's true.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Now Young with a steal. Stolen by Hero. Fires from way outside. Gay with a rebound. Gay's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hero left side. Connects from downtown. And the Heat lead by 8. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Daniels. Inside. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 11. Adebayo from long range. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Hero. Offline with a 3. Okongwu with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. They got the rebound. It's good on the putback. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
Kicks it to Hero. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Risache. Risache's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Young. Back to Daniels. To take the lead. The rebound by Ware.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Robinson with a steal. Pass to Wiggins. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Daniels. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Daniels. Okongwu will screen on Robinson. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Graham, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Now here's Adebayo. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 5. Robinson on the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
There's Young with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. To stop the drought. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
So the Heat win it. Boy, a hard-fought, hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. Now, here's Adebayo. Robinson kicks to Ware. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Nesmith. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wiggins passes to Hero. Back to Wiggins. And a wide open look for Hero. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feet.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. I think that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. 6 to shoot. Siakam against Hero. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Ware passes to Adebayo. Here's Ware, covered by Siakam. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by Hero. Back to Nembhard. And he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Indiana shooting their first foul shot for the game.
Shooting for Indiana.
That free throw, good from Nembhard. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Here's Hero. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wiggins has got 6.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Halliburton against Hero. A nice shot by Halliburton.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And stolen by Siakam. Over in the corner, Turner. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 5. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Halliburton. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Toppin. Shot clock at 6. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's Burks. Here's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers out in front. They lead by... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Alec Burks, also Mitchell out there. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Highsmith in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside. Highsmith's shot is good.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And the Pacers doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Kicks it out to Love. From outside, off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Shepard. Jaquez defending. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jaquez with the screen on McConnell. Back to Jaquez. No good with the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And Bryant kicks to McConnell. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Toppin finds Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's McConnell. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
McConnell passes to Mathurin. For those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from McConnell.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Pass to Burks. Mitchell outside. Burks sets a screen for Mitchell. It's up a 3, and the Heat another 3.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
McConnell trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Heat leading by 4. Hawkins outside. Love with the screen on Mathurin. Back to Love. Offensive rebound to the left wing. On the wing, Hawkins. Burks finds Hawkins. Takes it inside. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's McConnell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Pacers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. McConnell against Mitchell. Highsmith the pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Burks with the steal. Lets the 3 fly. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Alec Burks, and that's good. Burks has got 6.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the center. No one covering. Neesmith has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The Rico. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Adebayo kicks to Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 9. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Hero, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Nembhard, the pass to Neesmith. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game. Adebayo with a screen for Robinson. Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Adebayo. Buries the 20-footer. Adebayo's got his first bucket in this one.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Halliburton finds Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Off target from 3-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hero passes to Ware. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Now here is Robinson. Nembhard covering, just 4 to shoot. For the 3, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. And now an 11-point Miami leads. Siakam looking around. It's Turner, high post. Stolen by Hero. In transition, here comes Miami. And here's Adebayo outside. Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside for Robinson. 1:46 left in the third.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Nembhard. No good on the 3. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be gone.
Neesmith finds Halliburton. They get the rebound. Over Wiggins. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Has to Ware. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Here's Halliburton. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Now, the versatility of Halliburton does such a great job generating offense. That time does it for himself.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Pass to Nembhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Miami leading by 15. Hero from long range. Drills it from outside. Hero's got 5.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
On deep, Adebayo. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Oh, good on the triple. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 18. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pacers trail by 18. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Kevin Love out there with Anderson. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Burks in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Beyond the arc. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Mathurin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by McConnell, no good. And Miami shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Mitchell's shot is good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Pass to Burks. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Bryant.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The Heat leading by 18. A 3 from Anderson. He can't hit that time. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Well, wide open look for Love. Off target with his 3. Pacers trail by 18. Shepard the pass to McConnell. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
When you're not in rhythm with the free ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Got that one up quick.
Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor, pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
From deep, Bryant. Rebound by the Heat. Anderson outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Toppin pulls it in. The Pacers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. The Heat have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Hackett. His three-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 21. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Misses the three. Now the Heat with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Burks can't get it to go. So it's the Pacers now. Mathurin for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Mathurin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
For 3, Mitchell. The rebound by Shepard. Pass to Toppin. No good with the triple. The Heat leading by 18. Here's Hackett. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. Hackett has gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Toppin can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hackett can't hit. Pacers trail by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robinson.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Outside, Hero. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 21.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Robinson for 3. The shot misses. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Took him no time at all on that one.
3.
Here's Ware. Turner covering. Wiggins kicks to Ware. Pass to Robinson. Here's Ware. 5 on the clock. And here's Adebayo outside. The rebound by Turner. And here are the Pacers now. And stolen by Wiggins. Got a piece of it. Halliburton with the steal. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome, much appreciated.